Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. It looks like a bomb exploded in our house. It's actually the afternoon. I spent the morning working and then we got started because we are desperate to get our stuff into our kitchen. It looks like a bomb went off. I know. It looks, worse before it gets better. Oh no! So we got our toaster oven was done. It was like been through some things. So we were at Costco and we found a new one, a smaller dimension one. If you guys remember, we had a toaster oven in our kitchen that actually, it was a Ninja one that stood up and folded down because we had such limited space that we wanted to be able to get it out of the way without having to completely remove it and put it on the floor. We had nowhere to put it if we needed to get it out of the way. So it kind of stood up and gave you more countertop space. That one has been through things.
I mean, it's been on the floor. We've been toasting stuff on the floor.
We've been toasting stuff on the floor. Like it's not been great. We made it work though. We made it 5 months. I'm pretty proud. Aren't you proud of us?
Yeah, I'm ready to delete the app.
Oh yeah, we're ready. Oh, that's happening in this vlog. We are deleting our delivery apps. Sorry to Postmates, sorry to DoorDash. We're not doing. We have greatly contributed to the Postmates pockets. Whoever owns it. Is it Uber? Yeah.
Sorry guys.
Sorry, but we're done. We're over you. We're breaking up. Now we are cooking at home. We are gonna go grocery shopping later, but right now, while the baby's taking a nap, we're just kind of like getting some things organized and some things done so that our living room does not look like a crazy house, because that's exactly what it looks like right now. I've got to clean my desk. This little setup has gotten us through the last 5 months, and now we're so happy to be moving things back in. But this little coffee bar did wonders for us. Lots of things are missing from this area because we've been washing everything. The CURIO cabinet has just kind of stayed here. We haven't been using any of that stuff, obviously, because we would have to wash it and we had nowhere to wash. We had bins and containers of cleaning products and storage stuff and like cutting boards, and our pots and pans have been sitting under this table for months. The baby's things, the microwave, the fridge that I'm so glad that we got, because if we did not get that fridge, we would have had to go outside every day, multiple times a day, to get things that were cold out of the fridge in the garage, and that would have been horrible. Like even when thinking about like the baby's stuff, like pumping, and like breast milk and things like that. No, that would have not been not gonna be good. Then all of our other stuff has been on here. This is what we've kind of been taking off and cleaning and organizing, which is what's made the mess in the kitchen. So welcome to the video where we get our living room back. It's less chaotic. Our brains will be happy because this is where we spend the most time. When you're in a room that's this full and this messy, it can take a toll mentally, and it really has. First thing that I'm going to take out and put in is all of our like smaller appliances, like our coffee makers and microwave, and the toaster oven, the new one that we got. Okay, we've been working for quite a bit, trying to figure out where we're gonna put everything. It's been quite fun, actually. Just so many possibilities. So we are gonna do our first grocery run, and I'm deleting those apps. morning, guys. It's the next day. We've been making progress. We kind of worked all night, just bringing things into the kitchen and I've been thinking through, like where things need to go. And we kind of had to see everything that we had, make a mess before it got better for sure. So we've been working on organizing everything into the cabinets. And I have one other cabinet, the CURIO cabinet, that I need to empty. And I want to restyle the CURIO cabinet into the living room somehow. I love that cabinet, but now that we have a kitchen, we don't have a place for it in here. Also, we don't have a need for it. I originally found that CURIO cabinet at an estate sale and redid it because I wanted a place to have all of my pretty dishes and stuff. And because I didn't have that place, I didn't have a spot to put them. We needed extra storage. So it did its purpose for a year and a half. And now it needs to serve a new purpose. It's also so pretty. When you just accomplish something and it was in your head for so long and it lived there for so long and then it manifests in real life and you can actually see it and look at it. I'm just so happy with how everything turned out. Everything. You can kind of see right now with the lights off and everything in this camera, you can see how it's more blue, the hood. It's hard to picture, to photograph. It doesn't come up all the time, its true color. I think it looks very close to what it is in real life in the camera right now, so that you guys can kind of see the blue. And I think that the blue gives it something. Even Romeo said that he liked the blue. Didn't you say you liked the blue now? Mm-hmm. He couldn't see it for a while. He was like, I don't know, I have to see it all together. He tells me that a lot about my projects. He needs to see it all together and then he can decide. And that's really hard for me because I'm like, well, once you see it all together, it's done. I can't really, I guess we could change it, but we kind of need to make the decisions before we're finished, But that was a good call. I'm glad I did something different. I'm glad I tried it and it really came out that well because I would have always wondered what it would look like blue, We've made a ton of progress in here. It's finally looking like our living room is getting back to normal. So we can finally see those paintings again, which I still need to paint that one. For real. Now that I can see both of them and I can get to them, I need to finish painting that one so it looks better. We left this table here because the kitchen's a mess and we need access to the baby's stuff. So we just left it kind of assembled so that we can get the baby's things ready, his milk and stuff. So we left this here. And then I look how clean my desk is. I went through everything, organized everything. It was such a mess. I hadn't sat at my desk in a while, so I definitely needed to go through everything and kind of just reorganize. I also put this basket here for my stuff that I normally have on my desk right here. This is normally stuff I would organize upstairs, but I keep having to go and get it every time I'm working on new candles or I need my mics and my other kind of tripods. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna use this basket for now down here so that I have access and I don't have to keep, going upstairs and just have it accessible for me. And the Furbo. Kinsley, I'm watching you in the Furbo, even though I'm always here with you. And then I was able to move the easel back to its position and all of this is cleared out now. So this CURIO cabinet is really the last thing that we need to focus on. And I left it here until I was further along in the organization of the kitchen because it was just too much stuff out. So I've got all of my prettier things. These are my more special occasion glasses and dishes. So I've got, my pretty etched glasses. And some prettier plates. I also have some base plates too in the navy blue color and then some linens down there. So now that I have a better idea of where they're gonna go in the kitchen, I can start to move this stuff in and then we can reposition the CURIO cabinet over here and we can decorate it today. I'm gonna get this cleared out first so that we can move the cabinet.
People knew her by her will to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone. But she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel. Even though she got knocked down, it never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately, your afterglow is shining brighter.
So I actually tried this, if you remember when I got this in a estate sale. I actually tried this in the kitchen. Though, like, this is so the vibe. But it didn't really have, like, I tried it in a couple of spots and I'm like, it needed more, you know, like maybe like a collection of things together. Like I tried it kind of like underneath, you know, like kind of hanging it. It is very cute, you know, and it says salt on it. But one of you guys, I remember when I got it and I didn't know quite where to put it, I remember someone commented that it could be interpreted as like bath salts too. And we have a bathtub upstairs and I was like, oh, it would be so cute in the upstairs bathroom. So if we do like an update on the bathroom, I want to put it in there, or maybe I'll just put it in there. I don't need to wait until I do an update. And all my linens. I'm gonna put these on the table. Okay, so I want to try the curio cabinet on this wall in between the kitchen. This is the opening for the kitchen and the back door. It's where I had that other bookshelf that I've had since the apartment. And we actually moved that bookshelf up to Romeo's room and it looks great in there. So I wanted to kind of tie this furniture in this room into the rest of the furniture that we've been doing in the house. And I've kind of been phasing out that like darker wood metal look in the main portions of the house and bringing in this like bleached oak raw wood look. So this curio cabinet is perfect for that because it matches the entryway table, matches the dining room table in there, it matches the baby's changing table upstairs. You know, trying to keep some pieces like cohesive. So we're gonna move it here and see. I think it's gonna fit perfectly because this wall is like really bare. It's like big enough where it needs something on it, and we have a little bit of space to have it be, you know, like about 18 inches deep or so. So that's not 18 inches deep, so I think it's gonna be perfect.
The Cheerio cabinet?
The Cheerio cabinet? Lift it.
Okay, I can lift it like this. 1, 2, 3, go.
Beep beep, Kinsley, beep beep. Ooh, ooh. Beep beep, Kinsley, beep beep.
Oh, my finger! Or head?
Yeah, see, it's not that deep.
No.
Why does it look crooked?
Maybe because of the brick.
Yeah, the brick floors make everything crooked. See?
Can you put something underneath?
Yeah, of course.
Do you
We just have to level everything. Does it look better like that? Is it straight this way?
Mm-hmm.
So I have these little like felt pads that are pretty thick that we use around the house to make things level and to use them so that they don't scratch the wood floor. Okay, now we get to decorate her because I think she's great here. I'm glad that I had a spot for her, you know, like I was determined to find one. This used to be dining stuff. Now I'm thinking it's gonna be decor and like games because we have some cute, I feel like Kate's gonna want to play games and things.
Yeah, when he's older.
When he's obviously cannot play, I can't even play dominoes. I don't think I've ever played dominoes. But we have like prettier games like this, you know, so I have a set of playing cards. Like when we have family over and stuff, like for holidays, we can pull out the games. So, oh, I have a chess set. That's usually for decor though. But I have that stuff, and then we can decorate the top, piece of art, a few things. You know, just make it look cute. I went through all of my art to find like my most precious pieces. This one in particular is very precious to me. I had it in the bathroom for a while, but you guys were right. It's like with the moisture in there, it's just gonna get damaged. I got this in Paris. This was the first piece I got from the flea market in Paris, and it's like hydrangeas, and it's so pretty. So it's unframed. Where I like it, I wish I could. It's hard to find frames in the right size that are pretty. I love this one, and I was hoping that it would work because look how beautiful it is in there. And you see how it brings out the lighter color of the lighter hydrangea? Like that's so gorgeous, but it literally doesn't fit. Frame is an 11 by 14 and this looks like literally 1 inch bigger all the way around, but it's so pretty. I also have the Thinking Man. So the Thinking Man is a little bit bigger. I think his sizing fits better, but I mean, I love both of them equally. If I like this frame, even though I can't use my hydrangeas in this frame, I looked in my stash, I could not find a frame that fits my hydrangeas. And it's just too small on its own. But that's okay. I have, you know, the whole bookshelf I want to build behind the couch where our old kitchen was, that we just removed all that stuff. I want to eventually build that. And a lot of my pretty stuff, like my precious stuff, is going to go back there. So it'll have a home eventually. But if I like this frame up here. I think the size and the color is really pretty. So my mom actually painted these pieces for me for my candle line. This is the artwork for Arlo. And I have the original, this is the original art. And it's an 11 by 14, which fits perfectly in here. We love that. Put mom's art on highlight here. And then it would go sideways instead of up and down. So it actually the scale might be even better. Let's leave that there. Let's keep going and then we can hang it. So I've pulled out all of my pretty things. All the stuff I brought upstairs recently, I brought back downstairs. And I've actually collected a few more really pretty books. They've been out in the freezer. If you know, you know. You freeze your books after you get them, just in case. So this one, so pretty. The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, and it's like brown. And I got all these for relatively cheap. And there's some that are giving fall vibes, and I'm really excited to decorate for fall. Like this one I got is so pretty too. Lorna Doone, look how pretty this cover is. I got this one recently, actually. So pretty. So I have some new books. Let's just start playing. I want this to feel really full. I want it to be like a full collection of pretty things, you know? Like I don't have a spot like that. This was my shelf was that spot. Pulled out some smaller art pieces that can go kind of in the background. I like to do that too. So I have this one, really pretty. It's just like an abstract red rose. So we can put that, and definitely books. I think I want to stand them up on this side. I've kind of collected colors that look good together, and we can just stack them on the side. Also a Complete Works of William Shakespeare. It's just a different cover. So I've got a lot of Complete Works of William Shakespeare. I like that this has a little bit of that blue that we brought in from the kitchen, you know, kind of, and just think about those things, like trying to tie spaces together. And then we need something taller and some piece of decor to act like kind of like a bookend in a sense. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, the height works. A little bit of green, faux green, and an organic pot. And then I have this clock that I just got recently. I already forgot what the name of this stuff was. I looked it up too. I'll put it on the screen. I can't believe I forgot again. But it's so pretty. I love the colors. Maybe that can act as like a decorative kind of. That's so pretty. Wait, I love it already. It's like a collection of pretty stuff. For this shelf, I already had this piece of art in here before when I had all my dishes in here. So it's the perfect size. So I was like, oh, let's keep it. And it's got a little bit of like yellow and like an aubergine kind of color, like purple, eggplant color. So I can kind of play off of that. I've got this design book that has that similar color that, since these are standing up, I'll lay this one down underneath to make it different. And I can add height over here on this side. Add some more books. Maybe this will turn into like a bookshelf cabinet, a bookshelf curio cabinet. And we'll stack some books up on this side. Standard American Encyclopedia. The Confessions of Jean-Jacques Rousseau. What's he confessing? I don't know. Maybe I should read it. The Odyssey. This one's really pretty. Bringing that like red in from the rose up top down. Look how pretty that book is. Oh, I got most of these like prettier, smaller books at an estate sale where I found the light for the kitchen that I didn't actually end up using because I want a light there. It's just that was the wrong one, wrong shape. And I got a bunch of them. Like they ended up being like $1 to $2, I think, of each. They gave me a bulk price because I was getting quite a few books. And like this one, look how pretty the color is. This one is Penrod by Booth Tarkington. I like that. I like those colors together. Then this shelf actually has the clear glass. Like there's nothing obstructing it, so I can put some, ooh, her. Oh, love her. I think I need to layer a book up top. Maybe something more neutral. So pretty. And then maybe something like trailing. I need a trailing aspect. I have like beads like this. I like the other beads that I have better in there. This one's more stiff, so I find that it doesn't lay quite as nicely as I like it to. But we could put that here. I need something to go in it. Blue. We can bring in some blue from the kitchen. I like that. There's like blue in the sky of the art too. Maybe we can add something else blue up top. This would be a good bowl to like add my matchbooks in. You know, so they're not out on the coffee table. I could put them in here. Down here, we'll put our games. I think I have one more pretty game. And of course, as we collect them, like I can, you know, add more. Like this is dominoes and playing cards. I know I have the chess set, but it is more decorative. And I think it's square. It's too deep to go in here. And then, you know, we could get a few more like more aesthetic, you know, type games like these to have. I never have time to play games, but I'd like to think that one day I'd have time to play games. This one is one that I got in Paris too at the flea market. They had like a whole, they had like a whole table of these paintings that were on boards like this. I didn't get this particular one from there. This one I paid a little more for, but the ones on the table were like €5 or 10 euro, I think 10 euro a piece. And I have quite a few of them that I'm excited to put them in the bookshelf too. But this one can just go back here. It's a little added something. I might keep this one more simple, bringing in more blue. Maybe just a stack of books because I really love this book. I want it to go somewhere. I always had a lot of fun decorating that bookshelf that used to be here and in the apartment for like every season, and like kind of cycling things in and out and having fun with it, and like putting things around the house, or like using it to collect a lot more of my pretty pieces that I find, because everything in here is secondhand. Everything in here is vintage, other than like, I don't think that these necessarily are considered secondhand, although I get them at the flea market. And this book is new. He sent this to me. But besides that, everything I've gotten secondhand. It's just like pretty things. This is not secondhand. This I got when we went to Rome and we went to the Vatican, and it's a bell. And I just like to have it around. It was in the bookshop that had been blessed by the Pope. I like to have it, you know, in a special spot. And then my marble egg. I love this marble egg. It's pretty. I love it. And then when we close it, you know, there's a lot going on in there, but it kind of tucks it away and it makes it look really pretty. Love that. I even thought about potentially taking the door off, but I love the door. I love the panes in the door, so I definitely want to keep it. It's really pretty. I think this art definitely works. I mean, I love it. My mom painted it. And I have this huge book that I have not found a place for. It was like kind of a little bit too big for our coffee table. It was like that much too big. The Great Book of French Impressionism. So it's all like it's an art book. I loved it. I got the secondhand too. I don't remember where. Where did I get this? I don't know. So pretty. Maybe it could go up here. Pretty. Okay, we have a big book, but we need height. I need height. I need like candles, because I never put candles in something, obviously, or on shelves that have tops for obvious reasons. It's gonna light on fire. So up top is always dedicated to candles. I have these candle holders that I had in the kitchen, before we renovated. They have more of like a green glass look. Love them. I got them in Texas. And maybe they'll kind of like be like an eclectic mix. I could also do different candles. I could do more like warm candles. I need to order more candles, taper candles, different like pretty colors for fall. It almost is calling for like a bowl, you know, like a bowl. I have a brown wooden bowl. Where it is, I do not know. And I keep looking for it, and I don't know where it's styled or where I've hidden it from myself, but I need it. You guys, I'm so excited that the kitchen is not in the living room anymore. It feels so much lighter. Like it feels like things aren't like coming in on you and falling in on you. And it was just so much to look at. You know, in the space that we spend the most time, it was crazy. So it's looking a lot better over there. It's looking a lot better over here. This looks so cute. I'm really excited about it. I'm glad I had a place for the curio cabinet. It's really special to me. Romeo and I were actually talking about potentially just going ahead and painting this room. It's kind of a sandwiched room now in between all of these spaces that are now designed. I have two of those spaces, this room and the laundry room. So we were talking about it. The reason that this space isn't done is because it is the one that we spend the most time on, and it would have the greater effect on our lives. And there are massive beams in here that we have to strip. Massive. And we're just not looking forward to it, to be honest. Like, it's a feat, and the paint looks really thick. So that's a whole process. And then of course we entered 5 months of the kitchen being in here, so it's not like we could do anything. And now with the baby, I don't really want to use stripper in the house. So we're like kind of in a weird spot, but we could go ahead and paint this room all the same color, because I want it the same color, the sculptor clay. I want these three main living spaces to be the same foundation, so the same foundation color, which is that sculptor clay, and have the beams. So because you see from one space to another, so I kind of want it to be all the same, but have each room have its own little personality. Like it'll have, like all the bookshelves back there eventually. I think maybe when my mom comes to visit, we may tackle painting this room while my mom is with baby. That could be really good. So Mom, we may do that. I know you're watching, so we may do that while you're here, and just not have these walls be pure white. I think that would go a long way. And then the archway, I have to paint that archway. It's primed. The arch, so that would be the color of the whole room. So the archways wouldn't like stand out anymore. It wouldn't be like contrasting like that. It would just be all like color drenched and stuff. So I think we may tackle it, but for another day. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and deconstructing our temporary kitchen with us, and life is getting back to normal. It's been so good to just be us at home and get back to a routine, and just like cook in the kitchen has been so amazing. So I will see you guys again in a few days for another vlog, and then I'm going to keep working on the kitchen organization this week so that you guys can see the kitchen organization on Sunday. So good things. Bye guys.